Thank you, Greg. Many of you know me. My name is Carl Strauss. I was raised here in Merrill, and we were talking about nostalgia. I remember playing some basketball when I was in junior high at this gym, so it's been a while. Up till 2003, I'd owned land in the federal project, and now I only currently own land in off-project. I guess you could call me off-project water user. I hear a few barbs thrown our way at the off-project water users, and as you see in the paper, it's not somewhat of a pretty sight right now. You know, we have an organization like the Klamath Water Users Association per se. You know, you paid fees through your irrigation district. You elect membership to be on your irrigation boards, and then they send representation to the Klamath Water Users Association. Whereas the off-project water users are primarily state water rights. And, you know, we're a looser net organization. We don't need that organization. We have, however, formed a power committee, and we have voluntary dues dues per acre that we can pay, and we're involved in that. There was, and I must say, it was Ed Bartell who worked out and pushed for that rate shock bill. So I think we have at Bartell a debt of gratitude because we're not all paying tariff rates today in our power. I'm glad everybody's here speaking. I think talking is better than fighting. I was part of that water shut-off in 2001 because I had land in here. I was able to irrigate up there. That wasn't very equitable. That's just the way it was. I think these talks are a very good starting point. However, I think there's one big part of this equation that's missing, and that's off-project water users' full support of this. I think there's near 100,000 acres of land in Oregon that is off-project water users, and I think most of those people want to be part of these talks. And I know Ed Bartell has been representing us, and I appreciate him for that. He's been doing it on his own time and money, I believe. You know, there's some of these things about this that are very good for all of us, and some of the things that aren't as good. Like, for example, the idea of a block of water, predetermined block of water prior to your irrigating season. I mean, you know, we all need that. And from what I understand, off-project isn't guaranteed that. I'm not sure, you know, and that's something I'd like to learn. That's why I don't think we should sign on to this agreement as of today, and we should have some discussion. Instead of throwing barbs at each other, we need to all be sat down and just see what the rules are, what the parameters are. I've also, just my personal opinion, removing dams to me is, I'm not sure that's something we want to do. You know, in a country of energy shortages and we want energy independence, is this really the way to go? I'd like people to rethink that. And once again, I just want to stress that the off-project water users are not necessarily at this negotiating table as they should be. If you read the mission statement of the Klamath Water Users Association, is to preserve, protect, and defend the water and power rights of landowners of the Klamath Basin while promoting wise management of ecosystem resources. And I guess in my mind, I feel like there's been one part of the equation left out, and that's off-project water users. Thank you.